Welcome into game number, I'm not sure, lots of the RVP season. We're near the end. I think this is the third last round of this season. I can't show you the league table right now, but we were top at the start of the round. Second place has overtaken us. We missed a round, so if you're watching this on YouTube and you're thinking, hang on, a game is missing, our last opponent was not able to schedule, and we were given a concede win, so we got an admin win for last round. This round has also been a bit of a challenging schedule, but we've just got it sorted, and a bit of an early morning one, which won't come through if you're on YouTube, but just letting you know, if it sounds early morning, it's because it is. This is what our elves look like. Because we got the concede win, I wound up taking the cash from that and just cycling Blood Bowl Knight, who had randomed Brawlers, so I just got rid of them and bought them again without Brawler, because Brawler is really not what we were looking for on that random. Other than that, the team is the same. We've got our 3 blodgers. We're trying to get Shamba to dodge to go with the break tackle. We have a Wrestle Witch, a New Witch. We have an Assassin. We have some not particularly greatly randomed linemen. And I'll have enough cash for a keg. The orcs have got this. They've got a Brawler Big M. They've got a Guard Block Blitzer. A Guard Block Dauntless Blitzer. They've got a goblin but no trolls, so no throw teammate here. And they've got a nice wrestle strip. Look at that, we've got an elf orc with all the second skills. Wrestling strip ball, so we'll see how we go. Alright, we've won the coin toss. I used to always go defence first in situations like this, but I have been coming around to doing offence first and getting the score. So I think we're going to go with offence first. It's a very deep bench for the orcs. Morning, Jeeps. Yeah, exactly, Andy, exactly. I worried about him a little bit when he talked about how little he was sleeping, like doing streaming and then going to the tournament on half an hour sleep, like, not good for you. But I'm not his mum, so he can do what he wants. But just so everyone knows, sleep is generally important and good. When I say that as someone who doesn't get nearly as much sleep as I should, like, I am not a good sleeper, which is probably why I feel so keenly aware of how important sleep is. It's definitely a thing that your body wants. And what is sleep? Yeah, I worry there's a lot of us in this community who aren't getting sleep. There's all sorts of studies out there about sleep and helping you live longer. So don't be like us who aren't sleeping enough. Sleep more. Shujurasti! It's a full year with the weirdos. Thank you so much for the resub. We really want to score on Shamba to get towards dodge, so I'm going to try carrying on Shamba even though he hasn't got dodge. I may well live to regret that. I may well. I think we've got to put the assassin on the line just to try a stab, because why wouldn't you? Why would you not give yourself a chance? Interesting setup. This is very hard to get a blitz on, like the way they've set this up with the strength 4 on the outsides. I've definitely tried things like that before when I've tried orcs, which is not that often, but when I've done it, I like it, and it's a good way of putting an eye on. Good morning, DK Max. Hey, your dog. Okay, hang on. Dog needs water. 1 sec. Quick snap. Don't really know what else we're doing with it besides that. I guess there's no harm in moving this up. That is everyone. Did not make the catch. Shamba, you're supposed to make the catch. Right, let's stab the elf orc. No! Diced. Couldn't stab an orc. Not punch an orc either, that's sadder. If I come in with you, I'd get 2 into 2. I think that's okay. Pow. And then bring you back. Punch here. I've got block. Aim. Ooh, that's nice. That's very nice. Removing an orc, no bad thing. Last one. Gets the powers. I'm okay with that shape on one side. Alright, Shamba, get the ball. Very nice. It's a pretty okay first turn. If you're playing against orcs and you manage to chip an orc on turn 1, that's always a good start. I arrive and immediately get yelled at. Morning, Shamba. So, I haven't played loads of orcs. I think I've talked about this like loads of times to you. Like the one orc run I did on the ladder went very, very well because they seemed very strong. But I actually did use a goblin ball carrier. I quite like a goblin ball carrier in lots of games. The problem is probably one of the games you don't love it is against elves. Because like, it's pretty useful having a player that's got dodge skill and that can go through tackle zones. But yeah, unfortunately it's also strength 2 and elves have ways to get into cages and hit things, so... Morning, Erica. That for sure wasn't Raka. That for sure wasn't knife or mushroom. I maintain that lots of teams take a skink. Yeah, lots of teams should take a skink if they could. Skinks are pretty good. Movement 8 and stunty. I'd take that on my elf teams, frankly. Coming after our assassin. Coming after Dukes the assassin. Gets double skull. Hasn't got block but might take his armor advantage. How dare you come after my assassin? Does put the reroll in. Doesn't take the both down. Gets a push. You're safe for now, Dukes. Your time to stab an orc continues. Stab. I mean, you would be quite useful for stabbing a goblin, to be fair, so... Actually, in the second half, they might be afraid of you. This is pretty classic and solid orc strategies, isn't it? Just stick all your strength 4 on the elves and go, yeah, okay. Now what? Now what, little elves? We're going to bully you. What are you going to do about it? It's not always very easy to deal with. We'll punch where we can. It's a 1 dice. If we get that 1 dice, then we get a 2 dice here, so I might take it. This probably is not happening. Where's our blitz going to be? Maybe here at the end of the turn. I think we're bringing you here, just tucking you behind that. Make this safe-ish. I stress the ish. Okay, snakes. That's bad. Now they can definitely hit the ball. We just needed a 2+ on that. We just needed to roll our first 2+ of the game. Because the push was fine. A knockdown was obviously great. The base everything strategy immediately successful. Not a great start for us. Because we've given up not only a hit on the ball here if they want it, but also a lot of... Oh, they're doing a dodge with a Black Orc. A big one. That's presumably a misclick. That is very unfortunate. They did also snake. Oh, and we get to shadow. Do we want to shadow?
I choose violence.
Maybe we want to shadow? We're not in a great square here. I think we might be able to hit that. Okay, well that was weird. I assume that's a misclick. And very unfortunate for our opponent. So what are we doing about it? I feel like we're still not in that great a position, even with that freebie. I think we're coming this way now, right? Like we can hit on the top here without block, but a hit is a hit. Oh my god. I just need pushes. Like, is everything going to be a failure dice? Thank you. We are now down to 1 reroll already on turn 3. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Alright. Well, it is what it is. We're in trouble, is what it is, but... I wonder if you can shadowing off the pitch? I haven't thought of that question, Steve Marty. It's an interesting question. Could you shadow if someone's leaving the pitch? Here's my radical proposal. Players in the reserves box should be blitzable. No more hiding your stupid one-turner. But if you blitz off the pitch, you lose that player for the drive, so you can take like one go at it. I like the way you're thinking, Shanda. I like the way you're thinking. There's some chat going on about the orc lore and whether or not they're mushrooms, and I don't really know the answer to it. This is now getting into the nitty-gritty of which games count as official lore and which games don't. In 40k, they're definitely mushrooms. Shamba with the deets. Wait, is that true, Torquemada? I love that. Orc hair isn't actually hair, but squigs they attach themselves. That is great lore. There's some very fun lore in Games Workshop stuff. Games Workshop have written some amazing lore. There does seem to be a lot of like doubled up lore where it's like not clear what's official and what's not, because there's different things written in the books, like in the back library books and in the codexes, but there's a lot of fun lore there. York currency is teeth, not necessarily their teeth. Watching the cut back there, smart. Turn it on 4. In the top, okay. I think that like reaffirmed the decision I was already making, which I didn't think I wanted to come up this way, but I think that going over the top there definitely seals it. This being here does open up the possibility that we could try and come through the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a bit iffy though because we can't get that far. This is quite a good shape for this stage of the drive, I think. I think given it's only turn 4, we're going to bring this up here and take this hit. We're going to do that last because I have now not got a reroll to spare on anything. And we're just going to move the ball first to here. I think the blitz is going to just be this one still. I'd like to blitz it this way. Good. Just leaning into the space. Like, so we're still taking the space this way. We're not taking the aggressive space through the middle. We're still taking the space this way and making them move back to us.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers.
Trying to get this one around the top. Nice. Do I need this one? I don't know if this can go anywhere particularly useful. Like, I'm glad I've got this one because it gives me the option to switch back again. This one I feel like is maybe not worth the dodge for the potential armor roll. Red ones go faster, but they have like a bunch of other colours. Like yellow is more darker. Yellow is more darker. Different kind of darker. Yeah, talking about I hate orcs in Blood Bowl terms, how they play, but the 40k lore is some of the finest games actually done. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I love that. I love that whole area of the lore with them. Like that, basically, like orcs are like they're like on the surface not very like thoughtful, but they are magical, and so basically like things they believe come true. If they all collectively believe something, it comes true. And so, yeah, they believe red things go faster, and so their red vehicles actually go faster. I love that. I absolutely love that. And Connie, like what you're saying about the printer, like, that's like another part of like, see, like I wasn't very familiar with 40k lore up until like maybe like a year ago. Like I didn't know that much about it, and I started getting told some of it when I was visiting Warhammer World when Andy's tournament was on, and people were telling me stuff as I was in there, and like the yeah, but that thing you say about the printers in real life, like that's baked into like the human lore in there in 40k. There's like a whole like chapter of the human, like the space, probably the Imperium, that's what I'm looking for. There's a whole chapter of the Imperium, which is basically like worships the machine gods, and literally that's just like, in my opinion, exactly the same negotiation you have with a printer expanded into like now we're having it with massive war machines. It's just that they've just taken that fact that like everyone knows you have to negotiate with technology and turned it into like a whole like massive religion, which I think is very funny. It's good lore. It is good lore. Their guns don't work for anyone else, all guns, because they're random bits welded together. Okay, so we've spread the orcs out. That's generally good for us. I really want to take this punch with this one so I can get the blitz here, but it's a risky punch. However, the ball is safe, so I think we can take it, and if it fails, we just have to live with it. We didn't get POW, but we did get something. We could push it here and take another hit on it, but I think that's too much. So I think we are just pushing here. Problem is that doesn't really give us the hit we wanted here. Because now that's in the way. Could go through here instead. Maybe that's the one. I think that is the one. It's a bit harder, good string 4. Get it down. Now, I guess we just sort of set up one of these in the middle, so they've got to worry about that. Don't think we're bringing the whole ball through this turn. Just give them that position to worry about. Ball is still reasonably safe here. So I'm okay with that. Good. Do you want the ball like here maybe? Brings it further forward but gives me a bit less agency going back to the right. I think I keep it where it is. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. The tech priest knows to use ritual is equivalent to banging the monitor when the computer is like, right, Galentia, I love that stuff. I absolutely love that stuff.
There's only one word to
Like, I just remember like that was a thing that actually it can't have been for Andy's tournament because it was Sid, my league, another player from the Brighton League was telling me about like what tech priests were, which was at a time when I didn't like know any of them really at all. And I was like, hang on, so this is just like this giant titan that's just like a printer basically. And he was like, oh, well. But in my mind, ever since then, yeah, Country for Sly. I like the Blood Bowl short stories there aren't enough of them. I mean, maybe there's more since I last looked, but I have one of the little like short story books. It's very funny. I like it a lot. That was like the first exposure I think I had a tour to the back library where someone gave me one of those. It's not obviously like it's not Discworld level, but it's fun. I get what you mean when you say it's that vibe. Okay, so I think we want to take the middle here. Should be doable. Hands a push. Hands a power. I don't love cutting this corner, but I think I have to because I do want to get into this pocket. Okay. Yeah, I really wanted that space. Okay, good. Cool. Could have stuffed myself something out. There was a surf on here, by the way. I was not unaware there was a surf on here. I just wasn't going to take it because this hasn't got block and it wasn't going to give me the space I wanted. But yes, there is a surf here, which I'm going to take block, I think, just not going for surf. Let's bring you round first. Let's get you round. Take here. Okay. Like this position because now we've got options to go either side.
There's only one word to say.
Let's pow. Do we take the block here? In which case I need to bring you on there, but I don't. A little bit tricky, I guess, to just put you there. Block is good. Push you up to there. I think I have to follow. I don't like these players all being so bunched on a string 4 piece, but I just want to close this little gap. So I think it's right. Maybe Like there or like there. This stops you from crashing the front out so well. I think it's probably better. Stabby stab. Sorry I didn't do the stabby stab. We did the punchy punch. But yeah, we've got a nice position here now. Like we've split the orcs. We've got 3 of them stuck behind us. A couple stuck over here. I don't like that we're trading 2 for 3. That's not ideal. But I did want to close that space. Maybe I should have punched this one this way, so at least it wasn't facing these 2. But yeah, we're at the point of the drive where we're thinking about scoring, and so keeping that gap close, they couldn't run through it, was important. A freezing star with 41 months as one of the weirdos. That is incredible, freezing star. Thank you so much. You are, I think, just 1 month behind Collie, who dropped earlier with 42. But it's both incredible. Both absolutely amazing support. Approximately 5 years, which is bonkers. Thank you so much. Like, all of this, like, it's silly but true. Like, me streaming, like, none of it happens if it wasn't people wanting to watch. So, like, the fact that everyone has been so, like, supportive of the channel, it's very cool. One of the original weirdos. Freezing Star and Collie, original weirdos. So this is where we get into the slightly awkward part of the drive, where because we wanted to carry on Shamba and score on Shamba, we are now carrying on a piece without dodge, which wouldn't necessarily have been our first choice. We can block this free. The scary bit is we have to block it free without block skill. I think that's what we have to do. Use this chain push. And guess what happens? Now we have got real problems with no rerolls left. Just go up, so I was blocking the switch house path a little bit. Yeah, we're in some trouble here now. We're in some trouble. Don't actually know if I can make this save. Close that. Can't get out of your range, so I think we have to just go there. Hope we can get recovery. If we sack this. Okay, at least that makes them dodge. That makes them dodge off shadowing. Not sure, but it's best for you. There, probably makes that have to go further if it gets there. So now that either has to go forward plus or it has to go up. as well. Not going with that one. Getting the assist with that one, okay. I'll do this one. Shadowing for the win. Come on, Dukes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a dodge and a rush. Maybe I had to eat the skull at the start of the drive. Not been lucky with our blocks there. We rolled a skull into a skull and we rolled two 1 in 9s that I couldn't afford to not reroll. Anyway, shadowing's going to save us. Shadowing on movement 7 against movement 5 is not the worst. Oh, this is Edge 4 plus as well. I missed that. Okay, it's a 4 plus dodge. So maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance. Come on, Dukes. Shadow. What will they fail the dodge? Reroll's gonna go in. Makes a dodge. We shadow. No, our shadowing failed. Oh, they've still got a reroll for the hit. Thought we had that for a second. Oh, we didn't reroll the hit. Oh, they've got a strip ball. They don't need to reroll it. Shit. Oh no, we're in trouble. Big scatter. Don't want to scatter back this way. Okay, that's good at least. Can't believe you didn't shadow on the movement 5-player Dukes. Okay. Well, we've got some problems, don't we? That solves problem 1. Problem 2 is that a 1 in 6 means we don't score. Oh, thank goodness. Woo! Shamba to the rescue. Alright. Big fat few on that one. I thought we'd blown it. So we got the score. And now let's hide everyone. And we can worry about defense in a sec. What was that shadowing roll? So 7 into 5. I feel like that's like a good chance to succeed. But I don't actually know what the dice roll is. So it starts with 6 plus. Is it only plus 2? It's a 4 plus still? With a plus 2 movement advantage, it's still only a 4 plus? I thought it'd be better than that. Wow. Shadowing's terrible. I want to believe in the power of shadowing, but that is really bad. Like, even with your plus 2 movement on someone, it's still a 4 plus. Hey, Jam Toast. Now that it isn't Dukes trying to stab my orcs, I'm much more enthusiastic about seeing stabs at me too. Oh, not dodging mummy, it'd be a 2 plus, right? Just gotta find that situation with dodging mummy. Tentacles always works against me. I don't know why. Like, tentacles always seems to me like it can't fail. Tentacles. All 10 of them. Tentacles has better odds than Shadow. I thought it was the same maths. I guess it's just more common that the Tentacles player has a 2 strength advantage. So it's still a 4 plus, right? I mean, it's also that tentacles is stronger, right? Because a tentacles like um like a tentacles just ends your movement, whereas shadowing you can just dodge again a lot of the time. So it's also just like more powerful. I think tentacles is an interesting one because I know like it's now like slightly less likely to work on a strength 3 player than it was before. If you're assume like the standard tentacles, which in my mind is the Beast of Nurgle on a strength 3 player, is slightly more likely to succeed in the old edition than this edition, but in the old edition you could re-roll it if you were dodging, because it was your roll, not the player with tentacles. So like now it kind of feels worse with elves, like because it's just a straight 50-50, and if you fail it, you can't re-roll it. Yeah, I mean that's true, Sleggy, but what's upsetting is we just had the situation where the slower player did dodge away and it was still rubbish. We just had a movement 5 orc dodge off a movement 7 elf and it was still like a 4+, which felt like it should be like harder. It felt like it should have given us more than that. Good morning. Also, you can't push people off tents anymore, you have to roll it. Does that mean as in like you can't chain push them? Because you could just push the tents back, can't you? Okay. Also, I didn't know that. I thought if it was involuntary movement, it happened. I thought if it was involuntary movement, the tentacles didn't apply. So, like, if you throw a teammate and your teammate is in tentacles, they still have to roll tentacles. That feels wrong. Because surely, like, the great big tree throwing a halfling is stronger than the tentacles. So, at the very least, it should be like a strength roll or something. Fungus has to roll tentacles? What? That is an outrage. Justice for fungus. I am scandalized by this information. Oh, we did, didn't we? You are actually right. I did see that happening with Franklin. It is scandalous. I mean, it's like a 6+ on fungus, right? Because fungus is strength 7. But I think like the first rule of Vertibottle should be that fungus can do whatever he wants. Like that should override tentacles, because fungus is a sweet little guy, and he deserves the world. I played a game off stream last night where I had fungus and creek. I played against Bringer. It was a violent game. I wasn't sure if I should take fungus and creek, but I had the chance to take fungus and creek, and so I thought I'm going to take fungus and creek. Oh, so okay, so involuntary movement doesn't trigger tents, so you can chain push off them. It's you can't follow up off them. Got it. Okay, yeah. So involuntary is allowed. Tree for the Red Bull Rules Committee? I think so. I think I'd be good on the Rules Committee. Jakala, thank you so much for the raid this morning. Jakala, I saw you won your round 2 chalice game, so congratulations for that as well.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers. Think of this splat.
Oh, according to the FAQ, ball and chain doesn't trigger turns? That sounds like we need to let Cyanide know then. That might be a Blood Bowl 3 rules mess up. I did think it sounded wrong, to be honest, like, because the ball and chain is officially involuntary movement, isn't it? Even though, like, you're choosing to go in a direction, like, the fact, because it's the way it's written, I think is like, is involuntary. No, Shujirasti. Not a bug. A deliberate attempt to keep goblins down. We have to acknowledge that this is all anti-goblin outrage. Conspiracy, that's the word I was looking for, thank you. It's all anti-goblin conspiracy. You were blocks, but first of all, blocks have some goblins, and secondly, Fungus is a goblin. Interesting that the goblin is not on, by the way. I thought the goblin was going to be the ball carrier, but it looks like we're just going to carry on either this blitzer or this lineman. I assume this blitzer. They're taking their blocks first, but yeah, I assume the blitzer's going to be there. Because of Yud, probably he wins too much Shadows games, yeah. Everyone's scared of Yud now. They're going to nerf goblins because of Yud. They should carry on the Edgefall, I mean. I love that it's like the orc with the elf skills, but it's the least stealthy for the dodge. Blitz goes to pick the ball up and fails. They have got 4 rerolls, so probably you can reroll this. They do reroll it and they snake it. Okay. We definitely want to get elves forward aggressively here. So we're blitzing either here or here. I think here gets us more. So let's just run you around first. You might actually cut the corner to try and make this as aggressive as we can at the end, so I'll leave that until the end. Pop you in here to cancel. And shamba around. This is 2 into 1. I don't know why I didn't think this was 2 into 1, but it is 2 into 1. Punished. I don't know what happened in my brain there to make me think that was okay, because it definitely wasn't. Oh, we sneaked that. Oh well. So we spent the reroll thinking it'd be worth it if we get some pressure on this ball, and then we sneaked that one anyway. Oh well. Mistakes made. I can't complain too much about things going wrong when I make silly mistakes, so. Yeah, that was just silly. I should have just blitzed without frenzy. Could have done that. I could have done that much more safely. At least we got one through before, and nice. Shirato is in the vicinity, so they've got to at least think about it. He's got to think about it. I really want my knife to do something. I know. At some point we'll play someone that isn't orcs. I feel like the last few rounds in IRBB have just been orcs and orcs and orcs. So not really the ideal games for stabbing. We're hoping the goblin might come on so you could try to stab the goblin, but it didn't happen. Yeah, probably dwarfs or necro next. Oh, we had dwarfs as well. We had Broccoli's dwarfs. Yeah, I think there's only 2 games left after this one. I'm not sure, but I think we're down to the last 2. League C Cycle 1 season something. I was top at the start of the round feeling, but I think the person in second has overtaken me for now. So I think I need to win to stay top. I'm not 100% certain, but I think that's the situation. Who wants to come to Copenhagen for a 2-day in August? I do. Once again, I find myself saying I would like to, and I don't have the money to. Oh, okay, 1 in 9's good, so now they've burnt 2 rerolls already, and they haven't picked the ball up yet. Yeah, Country Thistle's got it. I'd really like to see that one. Is that the one where everyone jumps off the pier? Picks the ball up and gets into a cage. Okay, it's going to be harder. It's going to be harder now the Orcs have got the ball forward and got into a cage. We had a nice chance to pressure it there, and that chance has escaped us. So now we need to... probably we need to brawl a little bit to slow them down so they don't rush too far ahead of us. Which is always scary with elves, but Dark Elves can do it a bit. Haven't lost any players yet, which is nice. Yeah, we want to do what we can to stop them from moving quickly. Try to bog them down in midfield a little bit. Oh, not that. I'm coming here to take this punch. Or we just stay in front. I think this might be a mistake, but I've done it now. I haven't got anywhere easy to go at the moment. Spluggy with the prime sub, 28 months with the Weirdos. Go away, adverts. Exactly. Go away, adverts. Welcome back to the Weirdos, Swaggy, and enjoy your amazing emotes, including our new ZFL emotes. Done the arms back to front, but there they are. And the Alpha Chad one I think I need to redo because it's a bit too blurred. Is anyone else getting a really dark domestic abuse at each break? Oh gosh. That does sound weak. Twitch has one of those, like, I think because you get, like, the same ones all the time, it can really make you feel like, oh my god, why is this one advert just targeting me over and over? Because they do tend to just show you the same ones. There was a time when a friend of mine was in an Audible advert and I kept getting that same advert over and over again. That was great because I was always like, oh look, it's Ames. Okay, I'm gonna do some basey, which not a bad idea with the orcs. Let's see if we can do something about it. There's a chance to stab. It's going to be a fresh chance for Dukes to... Oh, I don't know about this. do not know about moving the ball up into the base cage. I thought they'd keep it back a little bit.
Problem, Bob?
Quick fly in my coffee.
I used to get Tom Davey shaving his balls at the time for the Olympics. Collie got that as well. Well, who among us hasn't had that concern while preparing for the Olympics? I really want to do this stab first, but I think probably we just should take the block. Because it's there to be taken. Here we go. Now the wrestle unfortunately isn't in the best square for this. We have got strip ball though, so we probably just want to come in with that one if we can. So for that reason, let's hit this one as well first. The only problem is it's going to come in from the wrong angle. Oh well. It's okay. So this is going to hit the wrong way. The other option is to hit this way and not do it with the strip ball, and also it's a 1 dice, so we can't cancel that guard. So I think we are going to want to just do the hit from the front with strip ball. They still have to do recovery. It still slows their drive down, makes a mess. Get up in their faces now. While they are having to deal with that ball on the floor. Oh my god, Country Pistol. I don't know if I should say this. This might be too much information. I actually, through my work, got given, not like in a specifically like targeted way, it was just like they were just giving them out to like everyone involved in what we were doing. Like a Manscaped kit, which I gave to a friend who gave it to her husband, and I'm now scared. Okay, I didn't want to share that information, Collie, but Collie has said it. So yes, I got a Manscaped kit through my work, which I was like, I don't need this, so I gave it to Collie, who gave it to her other half. So I hope we've not caused any risk of. I did not promise that. Thank you very much. Your husband has spread some misinformation, and I'm not sure you'd be comfortable if I did. I certainly wouldn't be comfortable, and that's the more important thing. But if I called your bluff, I'm not sure how you'd feel about it. I want to see. I do believe you would go with that game of chicken and see how far see who blinked first. I do believe that. 1 in 9 without block. That's good. And they've eaten it. Okay. All right. It's looking really good now. I do believe in a game of chicken I might lose to Collie. I do believe that. I think there's a solid chance that's true. Dukes, I'm giving you a chance to redeem yourself, Dukes. Stab this orc, please. Didn't even stab the orc again. I don't know what your deal is, Dukes. I don't know why you hate stabbing orcs. This guard's in an awkward spot. So's that guard. So are all these orc bodies. Like, obviously this is good, but it's kind of not as easy to just pick it up as I want it to be. Oh, don't know what that is. Can we just one dice that? Our one dice have been very bad so far today. But getting that one dice would give me a lot more options. There we go. That is giving me more options. This seems fun. Let's scatter the ball. Ooh, yeah. Hopefully this isn't terrible.
Not what you'd expect.
Could be terrible. Could be good. It's good. There we go. Good scatter. Couldn't quite like to score on Blood Bowl Nut because they're on 0 SVP, so let's just pick up on them. Love that. Off we go. Off you go. Off you go. And they all went happily ever after. Rolled the one in the right time. Yeah, that was a bit of a risk, that scatter, because like if it scatters through the orcs lands on that side, it's kind of awkward. Having said that, even if it does, there's like 4 orcs standing. I think we can fix it. So I think the scatter was okay. Like, I think it was okay. Alright, now I feel like I've missed a lot of chat about razors. Country pistol to all the people who like manscaped shower-proof electric razors and have a bath-proof toaster. I'd like to tell you. Tim says maybe Dukes is a very thin orc, hence the they could be a very thin orc. They could be. Is there an orc hiding underneath that cloak? We'll never know. We'll never know. Haven't seen the assassin dodge away. Good point. My tattoo artist once asked to tattoo someone's nether region, so she had the price set super high. And the guy paid 4 figures? Wow. What country pistol and Hagen get up to in Copenhagen? That's between them, I think.
What was your favourite moment of the Blood Bowl
Has to be scoring.
Very pale orc, yeah, that's the one from The Hobbit as well. Is it a dark elf assassin or 2 goblins in a trench coat? Also possible.
They've got the advantage, and it is Monsieur.
The pose is very similar to the goblin pose. Dukes, do you have something to tell us? Are you in fact just some goblins in a trench coat? Is it too hungry? He's in a trench coat. Collie's daughter is a bit of a mini Collie. Although I haven't seen her choose violence yet, so maybe not. Okay, Dukes, you get another chance to stab before we score. He's just not doing it. He's just not here for stabbing today. Actually, I'll tell you what, we'll do the blitz with Shamba, since Shamba's one we're trying to level. Doesn't get it. Not doing that block because we haven't got block. Let's just score. I'm clearly not there often enough because she does. Okay. Well, the answer to that is I obviously just need to come around more, don't I? That's the answer to that. I just need to come round more. Good touchdown on Bloodbonnet. Because we do want to get Shamba to dodge, but we also would like to get Bloodbonnet to a first level. We did have Bloodbonnet to a first level, we random to strength skill, and we got Brawler, and so we cycled them. Is Chicken Ball going to be so much bigger this time? Like, what's the deal? I worry for Chicken Ball size that tickets are going on sale later. Although having said that, that is just kind of a bit of a reflection of how ridiculous expectations are in Blood Bowl now, isn't it? Like, I'm saying tickets are going on sale late. We're talking about a tournament that's more than 6 months away. So that is just expectations. The important thing is you don't bake for Andy after he rudely chose the worst weekend for me. Can't reward that sort of behaviour. No one knows. Okay, good to know. Or star ferret. Listen, I don't get involved in Collie and star ferrets, but I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell Collie to whether she's allowed to bake the star ferret. I think that's a choice she makes all on her own. Oh, I got an invite to Bill. Oh my god, that's another big and dodge. Oh no, that happened in the first half. Oh, they've failed it on the reroll. I got an invite to Bill Bally, and I really would like to do Bill Bally. But I really can't. I don't have the money. I'd like to do so many tournaments. I do think if I won the lottery, which as I always say is a long shot because I only buy a couple of tickets a year, but if I won the lottery, there might be a year of just going to every Blood Bowl tournament. See, well, I'd say that at the start, then we'd see how it felt and whether I was going mad after the first 2 months, but there's something I'd like to do. So we can block here, that gets some players through. We can also surf this. I do quite like the sound of surfing that. Because it's a surf. Surfs are good. It's not a surf. It's not even the fake kind of surf where you get the removal anyway. So Cobblestorm's gonna go get that ball. Okay. I'm gonna try to bring other players through. Poor Mark. Bit of a rough game for the orcs now, isn't it? Do we feel a bit sorry for them here? So let's get guard. We'll dodge this way. Punch there. If I won the lottery, I could almost afford a single 40k army. They do seem expensive. I'm not sure the big army games are for me. Blood Bowl's the right level. Thank you for the follow, Veritas Zero. You're coming to Andy's tournament, aren't you, Hagrid? If tickets ever go on sale. Are you coming to Thrud again, Hagrid? Don't you get like your ticket free because of helping last year or something like that? Am I imagining that? Thrud, yes, Chicken probably. I definitely want to go to Thrud because I want to have my grudge match with Andy. That's the main reason, just to have my grudge match with Andy.
How do I look in HD?
That is the first removal the orcs have done all game. The orcs have had a rough time. They've had a rough time in multiple different ways, the orcs. No removals on elves until turn 15 is pretty rough.
He's sprinting, so it's going to be okay.
They've had some bad misclicks which haven't helped, but was it, Hargrim? Was it easy to ref Thrud where you deliberately rigged everything to stop me from winning? Is that what was easy? How you rigged things to deny me my victory? I know what went on. Give me a crown and then take it from me. Oh no, did they mean to blitz there? Oh no, they've left a surf on. That does look like a surfeit, so yeah, I'm afraid. Does everyone in chat know about this? Does everyone in chat know that Hargrim, who pretends to be a lovely person, put a crown on my head at Thrud and then took it off again? I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends. Turns out, betrayal.
And they start the turn in trouble.
Oh, not a surf again. Diced. Okay, the thing is that I'm really greedy and I really want to score on this witch elf, so I'm going to try to punch this over. Good. If I want to score on this witch elf, it's like 2 rushes and a handoff. But I do want to score on that witch elf.
Good. Nothing Isn't so big a level.
This is true, Corey did beat me for it. we've got all our players back. Poor Mark. Rough game for the orcs. Move it 150 miles north, treat it's 10:15. I'm not sure if that was that's back seating, but I was okay with it being 10:15. I just wanted to slow it down. But it is a league game, so technically there's no back seating. Don't think it really matters at this point, but. Oops.
That's a good choice for this one. What's the stronger player?
A good coach always uses right player, right job. Their players are sure. Oh no, my mistake. He's on the ground.
All right. Sorry, just got distracted doing a little messaging in the background. Now trying to find the my Discord. There it is. The North was at all. Oh, the Reading tournament. Collie, I respect your thinking on wanting it to move north. I do. Thank you for the follow, Buzzy. But Torquemada has found a venue. Hear me on this. Torquemada's venue. Unlimited free tea and coffee through the tournament. Unlimited. So really, I'm buying a ticket for a Blood Bowl tournament. Or am I just buying a ticket for unlimited tea for a weekend? And the Blood Bowl is a thing that happens around the outside of it. Seems like maybe it's more the latter. Like, I'm going to have as much tea as I want. And it's basically free because I paid for it.
I will drink their tea. I always want a cup of tea.
Now, a sensible person would do a blitz here, which can get SVP, but we're not sensible, and we'd really like to see if we can get Dukes to do a stab. So Dukes, stab this big end. It's not happening. It's not happening. Oh dear. Right. Load it? No, it's Bagada, lovely. Thanks for the game, Marky Mark. Sorry, it's a rough one. Yeah, it is the same weekend as UK Games Expo. And I did really enjoy UK Games Expo last year, but I think if I was going to do UK Games Expo again, I would do it not to play Blood Bowl. I would do it just to be at the UK Games Expo. Did enjoy that last year. Nice MVP on Shirato. Validate the match result. They validate as well. That's great. So we can go straight in and look at our skills. So Shirato could now choose another level. In general, the development on Dark Elf Blitzers is side step mix, because block dodge side step makes them incredibly annoying pieces very quickly. And in fact, I think I will do that on the first one. I'm a bit like not sure where I am with the bigger thinking about this team, because at some point this team, you want to start developing it towards like its ultimate form. And for that, we're definitely going to want to save the stats on some of these. So maybe I'm tempted to do it early rather than later. So maybe it's even worth doing that now. Because like you're going to want one of them to be your 110er, right? Like you are going to want one of them to be your 110er. But maybe this is the 110er. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to take sidestep. I'm going to take sidestep because I just think I want to have one that's got that ability right away. Like it's really nice to have that. It makes way more like problems for your opponent on defense. I don't actually know what I'm playing next, but one sidestep is never bad. But yeah, we will save a movement one of them. Blodge MA9 feels safer than humans with this, yeah. That's always a thing. Although you can also have Blodge MA9 humans, Lilian. And humans play well into elves. I always say this. Like humans are actually, I think, one of the like roughest for elves because humans can get access to a bunch of tackle, mighty bow, and guard, and they're fast enough. Like humans are literally faster than dark elves. So yeah. I think that's all we're doing for now. We're one SCP away from dodge for Shamba. Oh yeah, Bloodborne Nut. So last time we random strength on Bloodborne Nut. Let's have this exact same conversation again. So the argument for randoming strength on a witch elf is that half of them are good. Mighty Blow is good. A Stand Firm is good enough. Guard is good. Break Tackle's good. Juggernaut's good. So you've got 5 hits and you've got 2 you can't get. You can't get grab and you can't get strong arm. The problem is that there are 5 bad ones. Armbar is bad. Brawler is bad. Multiple block is bad. Pile driver is bad. Thick Skull is probably like the most like borderline one. Like Thick Skull is like on the borderline. So you've got like 5 good, 4 bad, and 1 that's like it's not awful. Like keeping your witch elf on the pitch is never awful, right? Like keeping a witch elf on the pitch is never awful, but 20k for that is a lot. So I'm going to do it because we did it once. I feel like we're committed to the bit now. Let's try again. You knew we were going to get it. You knew we were going to get it. So, like, because it was said as the not awful on the borderline one, you knew we were going to get it. So we have a Thick Skull Witch who costs as much as a Wrestle Witch. Damn it. Alright, I'm going to leave it for now. I could just cycle it, but I think I'll leave it for now. I might do a second strength random on Bloodborne Nut and see if it's worth it. I think what's going to happen is we're just going to have this one awful witch elf who never gets developed. Oh, do I just keep that or do I just cycle it? It's really annoying because it's the one borderline one. Like, I would have cycled immediately on Brawler, Armbar, Pile Driver, or Multiple Block. Oh, do I just cycle it? The randoms on this team have been like all bad. We haven't hit one good one because we had another Shadowing Lineman who died. I think we had a Frenzy Lineman who died. You don't need Frenzy, you've already got Frenzy. We've got Strip Ball, which maybe in theory could be good like once, but you don't really want it on Lineman. Dauntless maybe occasionally could be good, but yeah, we've just generally hit like only bad randoms on this team because we also had a Brawler, Witch Elf. I think with the cash in the bank, actually, we should just cycle this. I think we should. I'm sorry. We've got the cash now. It's season 1. I think it's the time to do it. Because it's quicker to get the skill again than it is to get the next level at 8. We might just take block next time. We might. So 8 SVP in the bin. Right. Anyway, a 6. I care less than alignment, so I'm going to random general here as well. See if we finally hit a good one. Nope, not really what we want on the lineman. On the lineman we really want, I mean pro isn't awful, but we really want block or wrestle or dirty player. I would say kick maybe after that. So like there's slightly fewer like great hits. Pro's not awful, it's just not, it's not really a lineman's job. But that's fine. we've done it. The team is where it is. We are back on top of the table, which is nice. 2 games, I think, left to play. 10, 11, 14 teams. So yeah, 2 games left to play. Apparently it's the Lizards next, which will be G City. So that's a fun one to look forward to. Wow, that's a very nice skink, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pleased I took the side step for this match. Side step will be annoying for all these players without block, for sure. Cool. Alright, that was whatever game that was of the Dark Elf run. We're top of the league. 2 games left. If you're enjoying the Dark Elves, do hit like and subscribe.